What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream. How are we feeling after today? Is everybody doing all right? I know it was a tough day, but it happens. We got to be prepared for days like today. For as many up days that we're going to see these types of down days as well. So, my opinion, nothing to be terrified about at all. For me, it's just more cheap shares. What are you guys thinking? Let's see. All right, let's wait a minute, get some people in here. Bruised but not beaten. I agree, man. I agree. Let's see. Hello. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. Here we go. The hooded VIX. I'm still green. Night cow. Same here, brother. So how's everybody feeling after today? Didn't see anybody say anything. I saw bruised but not beaten, but nothing else. How are we doing? What's up, Pete? 30 yesterday, 34 in after hours today. Ooh, is that how many shares you picked up? Nice. Oh, Cyber Wizard Productions. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for everybody in here sending in super chats. You guys are so generous with those. And also, shout out to everybody liking the video. When you guys like the video, it helps get more people in here. So thank you guys so much. So Cyber Wizard with the super chat says, I get paid next week. Watch. The price will be sky high again by the time I have more free cash. Dude, I feel the same exact way. Every single time that I get some more like cash that I can use, we'll have a big red day before. And then the next day we'll rip green all the way up to higher than we were the day before we went down. So it hurts every time. And then I can't control myself to just hold the cash and not spend it all on AMC. What's up, everybody? How are we doing? I know, tough day. Sad this dip couldn't wait till payday. I feel that. I'm probably going to throw in a lot of money to my account tomorrow, but here's the issue. I have a $40 strike for January, so I know I can get another 100 shares at 40. So I'm debating in my head whether to wait around and see if we fall below to actually go really deep with like a large amount of a purchase, or to just go for it. They talked about AMC and GME on Joe Rogan. Brandon, yeah, you're right. They did that yesterday. We saw that. Hey, Vix, I'm going to be a speaker at ApeCon. Oh, that's awesome, Norm. Mr. Opio has seen a lot of FUD about shorts have been gaining money back by recent short attacks, but does not make sense to me. They would be gaining ground back. We're still winning. Exactly. Think about it. If they are trying to randomly cover in a certain range, they would have to buy the shares back. And if they buy the shares back, now they no longer have a short position. So then they're re-shorting at, like, it doesn't make any sense. At lower level, it doesn't make any sense. After hours still down. Yeah, we are at 44.03 in the after hours right now. It was looking pretty promising right around here when we were all on TMI stream. And then we just got beat down around dinner time. Is tomorrow the 13th day? I don't think so, because how it's said, it's settlement days. So it could be tomorrow. It could not be tomorrow. We really don't know. There's just debate on what the specific day is for when the threshold list clock started and then when the 13th day is going to be. But at the same time, we saw GameStop on that list for an extended period of time. And we also saw Overstock on it for like 600 days. So I'm not putting that much emphasis on the threshold list, but GameStop had a significant decrease in their share price, similar to what we saw out of AMC today after being added to the threshold list before we had a rip. So there's equal arguments on both sides as to the threshold list is going to do nothing or the threshold list could potentially push us up. So we'll just have to wait and see. But again, like no dates, no price expectations. I personally am just buying and holding. Yeah. Also, if you guys are still green on your position, which I know a lot of you are, everything is perfectly fine, guys. It's perfectly fine. Let's see. I missed a bunch. Yeah, I'd wait. You can afford to do so. You can get more in the 30s%. In the 40s, you're going to kick yourself. Cyber Wizard, yeah, I mean, I don't really care. More shares is more shares. I get what you're saying. I could get like 5 to 10% more shares for when we do end up squeezing, but I mean, that is a lot, but who knows? Threshold is on your radar, Turtle, before the box office numbers. Yeah, but we also have the UFC fight too. And I know at Rogue's AMC location, they sold out, so he couldn't even get a ticket. So, I mean, there might be a lower capacity for them, but that's a good sign to have like actual evidence that they're doing well with that event so far. Until you sell, ups and downs are irrelevant. Price is psychological. Set your targets, /alerts, and chill. I agree. Like if your plan right now is to buy more shares until we squeeze, then having a lower price is actually better, if that makes sense. Like if you're trying to get as many shares as you can at this point, there's no reason for you to be upset if the share price falls. It's just better for you to get more shares if that's what you want to do. But if you're just holding and hoping that the gamma squeeze that we saw like a couple weeks ago was the squeeze, then you'd be upset. And if you bought at the top, but if your goal is to buy more, lower prices are better. Also, we're getting a little bit of a push up right here in the after hours, if you guys can see it right here. Dun, dun, dun. Nice little climb before close. Yes, sir. Any thoughts on the GME volume today? What was their volume? 4.23 million. See, I'm not really familiar with how often or how high and low GameStop's volume is because I don't watch it all of the time, but AMC's was I think a little bit higher than normal today. But volume isn't going to be what pushes the share price up or down. It's just a causation versus correlation issue on whether or not we see a rip update on high volume. It all depends on what buyers and sellers are determining to be their fair price. So like if they're willing to transact in the 40s, then the price will stay there. But if more people are willing to buy at higher prices and they can knock out all those lower sell orders to get up to that like meeting of the minds price, then the price will go up. But it could do it on low volume if it really wanted to. Also, what's up, Alex? Thanks for shout out the mods. 7,400 shares in holding. I am not worried. Whew, that's a lot of shares. Could it be institutional profit taking to start the quarter? Then apes will own 85% plus of the float. Brian, that's a good point. So we did just see that the end of the second quarter. But if we were going to see a big sell-off like this, I would have expected it to see it before June or July, before June ended and before July started, or in that first week, not at the end of like the first week. Let's see. Also, we have this 10-year Treasury. William, thank you. So the 10-year Treasury is considered the risk-free rate. It's not exactly risk-free. That's just what they call it. It's like the closest thing to being risk-free. Now, when we see the 10-year start to go down, look at the beginning of 2007 into 2008. We saw the 10-year at the 4% range, and all the way in October of 2008, we saw it massively plummet. Now, the reason why the 10-year drops, it has to do with supply and demand of bonds and where money is flowing. So I brought this up in my video earlier, but I think it's still very important to know because this is like the next step in basically determining if there's going to be a huge market correction coming in the near future. I think there is, just because of where we are with the amount of cash everywhere. But here, right here, investors who are wary about the economy might step back a bit from riskier investments, so stocks or crypto or something else, and pile into government-backed treasuries, which pushes the prices of these bonds higher, but the yields of those bonds go down. So what are we seeing right now? The yields of the bonds going down. Very interesting. And then we also have the reverse repos. And I think the Fed today said, if you guys read the Fed minutes, I didn't get a chance to read them. It sounded like they were going to actually ramp up reverse repos. So they just overcooked everything over the last year. I did some research and found a bunch of companies that have both puts and calls for AMC. Okay. When you think about puts, so Mitmont, that's a good thing to notice. The only issue is do they have shares? So if they have shares and they also have puts, the main reason to buy a put contract if you have shares is insurance. It's basically creating your own price floor. That's what puts are. And basically what options are like essentially used for. So when you buy a put, you're buying the right to sell. Let's say it's one put and you own 100 shares. You're buying the right to sell 100 shares of stock at a specified price on or before a specified date. So what that does is, say the stock's trading at 100, you own 100 shares, and you buy a put at 95. You know that you can sell the stock for $95 because you own the right to sell it there. So when people have puts, these institutions have puts, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're betting against the company. They're hedging their risk in case of either something random happens with the company or a case of market correction. There's a downturn in a specific sector. So puts aren't necessarily the best indicator as to which companies are shorting. STV, how do you know so much and are so young? I started learning about options when I was like 14. Turtle, I'm in college for stocks. Honestly, I'm a finance major and they don't teach you anything really that's useful. What's up, transparency? Shout out to everybody in here. All of you super chatters are awesome, and shout out to everybody liking the video. You guys are awesome. Matt's duck suspenders. Those were funny today. I was in Matt's live chat for a while today. That was a good time. They still let you buy naked puts on AMC, right? Yeah. Buying options is fine. There's a defined max loss. Same thing. So if you buy a put and the put costs $100, the most that you can lose on that trade is $100. Same thing with a call. Vix, where's our support for tomorrow? Could we see 37? I'm not big on technical analysis. I think it's helpful to see where things are, like the VWAP. We've seen a lot of AMC's price, like respect the VWAP. We've seen a lot of VWAP tests come back down, the VWAP being like a support and resistance. But the way that I would trade is with options, and technical analysis really never helped in the strategy that I was using. So I never really paid it too much attention, if that makes sense. STV, did YouTube threaten to cancel your channel due to spam? I hope not. I mean, I haven't seen an email from them, but that would be really terrible. Hey, would you recommend finance at UConn? I mean, if you want to go into like the finance industry, then yeah. But at the same time, one of the best degrees to get that makes you like one of the most well-rounded people is accounting. UConn has a great accounting program, but yeah, finance is they're going to teach you like fixed income securities is really useful because it teaches you about bonds and all sorts of that stuff. But like my derivatives class was like useless for stocks. Vix, my wife wants me to sell. I've been here since January, been averaging up, hold 800 shares. I may get a divorce soon. Good luck with that, man. I think you're going to have to go with Matt for the relationship advice. Vix, do you have a membership for your streams? Norm, I set it up, and I don't think it's not there. So I don't think you guys can see the actual join button, which is kind of weird. Let's see. The smallest of number of calls puts of the companies I found are nearly 18 million shares. Mitmont, you have to be careful if you're using Fintel and they show you and it says that there's like a certain amount of, so it'll say like the company or like the actual like company. So like AMC, then the investment institution, then it'll say call, but then it says shares. So when you look at that, you have to be very careful because that's the amount of shares that their contracts control. So you'd have to divide that number by 100 to get the amount of contracts that they're actually holding. There was at one point where like Susquehanna or somebody had like 10, it said like 10 million or something next to a call or a put. And people were like, oh my God, there's this many, they have this many options contracts. And it's like, well, there's not even that many shares available for those contracts. So like they don't have that many. Vix, are you packed for the moon or did you unpack already? Absolutely not. I'm still packed for the moon. Smash the like button, apes. Oh, thank you, Pushing with Powder. I mod on Match Stream and I'm in Discord. I'm here for the whole thing. I'm not leaving. There we go. Vix, what will happen if they cancel all the YouTubers that feature AMC? I mean, that would just be like, like why, on what grounds? Like that would be terrible, but at the same time, like unless you actually like violate their terms of service, which who knows, they can do basically whatever they want. But Vix, work on your merchandising soon. It's available. It's on all my videos. If you guys want hoodies and stuff, you can go get them. But I just made it for me to have my own stuff. And then I put it on there just so if anybody wanted it. But you guys don't have to buy that stuff. All of my apes that are worried, take it from me. I got in at 8 a share, over 4,000 shares. Wow. Just hodl it. It will push higher. We will return to our friends at $45 to $50 a share. Hang tight. Absolutely, man. I mean, you guys have to remember that. Also think about this. Once we start squeezing, and we get up to these super volatile times, you're going to look back on this minus $4 and almost $5 day and be like, that was so light. Like we could see the stock get up to $800 and go to 300 in a day. There'd be a lot of volatility halts left and right. It may not be able to do that, but we're going to see some swings like that. And you have to be like mentally prepared if you're trying to hold to these really high levels that we all expect it to get to, or it can get to.
Right. 100%.
There we go. We got Mr. Rogue the Legacy back in the building.
I had to eat something. And it was a bunch of just a bunch of junk food just now.
Nice.
So.
I'm ready to hang out for a month at 1,000 a share till we moon. Hey, that would be nuts.
There you go.
Some crazy, because I read the VW Porsche squeeze lasted 4 days. So I think that AMC's situation is much wilder than Porsche. So I think it's going to last anywhere from a week to a month, or we see a long squeeze where we see these massive rip ups, comes back down, consolidates for a while, then we rip up again, find a new support at a much higher level, and we keep stair-stepping our way up. That's also entirely possible.
I believe that too, because also when the margin calls happen, you gotta take into account, yes, the smaller hedge funds, when they liquidate their position or whatever, right, that's gonna drop the price down or whatever. When they have to buy their shares back, that also brings the price up. But at the same time, like Citadel, they own like 700,000 shares for AMC right now. Mm-hmm. Yes, they have puts and calls on it. Do they have calls? I know they have puts, but the point is that when they actually are liquidating, like their portfolio, they'll liquidate AMC as well. Their position out of that. So you're just like Vix was saying, you're gonna see the freaking dips and the rips. It's not just gonna be like, all right, we're gonna rip now. It's gonna go. Oh,
We have Trey's Spider in here. We have Trey's Subway Crumbs. I know there's a Trey's Cataract account. And in here, we also have Matt's Duck Suspenders, I think is the name.
oh brother.
Trey's Subway Crumbs. I know we have a Suspenders name in here. Matt's Duck Suspenders. There it is. YouTube is coming at the finance YouTube. Yeah, this has been happening for a while. We know it's happening. The problem is that we can't do anything about it. And YouTube, they're trying. That's the whole thing here, is they're trying to figure out how to manage it. And it like
the spam and the bots and that stuff.
Yeah,
bro,
I
just move over to Twitch. If that shit happens, if they actually do go through with that and people are losing their fucking YouTube accounts, like Matt lost his YouTube account, whoever wasn't here for that, he lost his YouTube account probably like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
He lost his YouTube account. There was outrage on Twitter. Everyone tagged the shit out of YouTube and they got his account back.
Yeah.
So it's either, if that shit happens, they're going to have like outrage on their hands through Twitter and through all these different social media platforms where people are like putting out their opinion on it, or they're going to lose a lot of these different influencers and they're going to move over to something else like Twitch. We'll figure honestly, it out. I think Twitch is the only one. I think Twitch literally is the only other one.
There's Mixer, but that's like a discount Twitch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where's TMI? I think TMI is busy. TMI said he was busy right now, but he's going to try to come on in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, Hayden, in the grand scheme of things, though, they don't care. There's so many of us that they don't care.
Yep.
Don't make us show up at your work. Don't show up at my house.
I was going to say the same thing.
What else do we have? Let's check end of day Ortex on AMC because we have not done that. Ooh.
So Reddit much to review DD. I used to use Reddit a lot until there was a bunch of bot accounts and it was not a good place. I don't know. Right. And then they went down for a couple days. I haven't really looked at Reddit, but there's a lot of good information that comes from Reddit as well. It's just I don't use it anymore. I get my main information from YouTube and Twitter in my brain.
Oh, you guys are absolutely crushing it with the likes tonight. Thank you, guys. Okay. Short interest went up 4.41% today. They borrowed 6.11 million shares and only returned 1.89 on that T+2 delay. Short interest is now over 19%, but we know that the utilization is staying pretty low. One of the reasons for that might be that there's more shares available to get loaned out now. And it's hard to tell if that's actually the case. It could have been just a bunch of new apes that have joined that don't have share lending turned off. So now these brokerages have access to those shares to loan out. But we know that like Goldman Sachs, Citi, Jefferies, and a couple of others turned off the ability to short AMC. And we know the margin requirements are so high. So who knows what they're actually doing here with this utilization, but we know that from the reported data, there's 95.47 million shares on loan. Most likely, it's much higher than that.
Oh, yeah. Hell,
threshold?
Yes.
Let me look again. Do you guys want to see if we're on the threshold list again?
It's not up.
We'll do some more threshold list checks. This is where you guys can get the threshold stuff first, because every single time we're streaming is when it comes out.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's see.
Is it scratchy?
No, you're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no data on the threshold list today yet, guys.
Because I dropped my my means of talking, my headset and my controller earlier this morning or last night. Yep. But yeah, the threshold list, I know it's good. Like I think the majority understand. But for those that don't understand, the threshold list, it's not the end all be all. It's not.
So we can go over it because everybody is up in arms about the. Damn, I don't know how to zoom in on this.
Like it's literally like it literally is not the end all be all. It's nothing to worry about. It's something that it's great that it's there. And the fact is, I think TMI said it or you. Basically, it helps with like an investigation to start an investigation because then that's basically stating that they have naked shorts out there if they're on that list. So that's the main thing. Anything else that happens because of it, great. But don't put don't set dates. Don't set dates.
Right.
Don't like set your expectations super fucking high for no reason. There's no reason for it. Like we've been in here since freaking the end of January, even before January. Some of us. Like there's nothing to worry about. This is 6 months. I could do this. It costs us nothing to hold and them everything to short, and they're gonna run out of resources. Like, but we're not.
What type of music y'all listen to? Rap, 100%. I'm a big rap guy.
Hip hop, some pop, some.
Let's get okay. So, threshold list. We all know what it means at this point. There's been persistent failure to deliver. I think it's 2.5 million failures to deliver 5 days in a row, preceding getting on the FTD or the threshold list. So then it comes where if you're on the threshold list for 13, here's the thing. It looks like it's settlement days, not 13 days after, because
Right.
it like
13 trading.
It wouldn't
days,
make a lot
basically.
of sense for it to be not settlement days, just actual days,
right?
Because you can't cover the FTDs on the weekend. So then, after that time period, if you don't close out the failure to delivers, which is the prime brokerage's job, you then can no longer open up new short positions at that broker. Does that make sense to everybody? But the thing is that they can just go somewhere else. They can basically kick the can more, pay a fine, and it's possible that nothing ends up happening. So I don't want everybody to get their hopes up about this threshold list stuff because it may not amount to anything. If anything, it's neutral. It's not a bad thing. It can either be neutral or it's a really good thing.
And how long was GameStop on the threshold list for? What I think it was like 2020. Do you have that?
I believe they came on and off. They were on December 8th. And then I think they went off, came back on. I think it was the 21st of January, and then they ripped.
Right. Okay. Because I know the overstock, that whole argument, overstock happened in 2005. 2009, this the new rule 204, whatever the hell it's called, that came out, and it actually combated against that. And it's the whole purpose of it was to prevent, prevent more and more FTDs, to have less FTDs. possible. So,
All right. Gamma squeeze time, everybody.
yay.
So, next week is the monthly options expiration date for July. On monthly options expiration dates, we typically see higher volume on the option chain and higher open interest. But with the implied volatility being so high for AMC, we're not going to see anything crazy for this 7/16 day. We see 72,000 call contracts already in the money, 250,000 out of the money. But for the puts, there's 427,000 puts out of the money, meaning that they don't have the right to sell those shares. Now, the next time that we see something start to jump is right here, September. So there's already 100,000 contracts in the money for September. Now, if we see the IV, the implied volatility on the option chain or on AMC and the option chain start to decrease, that means the prices of these options decrease as well. So it's going to be easier for retail investors to get into some of these contracts, and we could potentially see a pileup similar to what we saw on the June 18th. But that's not me saying go buy options and hope for a gamma squeeze. This is just pointing out the data that we're looking at. Let's see. Rough estimate, how much money hedge funds might have lost this year. It's a lot. In June, shorting AMC, they lost $2.8 billion, which amounts to, I think, a little bit over $90 million a day. That's a lot of money to be losing. The threshold, the SEC didn't have Gary Gensler in December either. The threshold list could actually mean something this time. It could, but at the same time, we also saw like the Overstock spike. We saw the GameStop spike. Now we have Gary, but who knows? I saw everybody talking about Newegg, and I am not familiar with that stock. I will be one of the Hedgie's wife's boyfriend this weekend. Good luck with that, man. I hope you're successful.
Well, yeah, with the threshold list, it's so much easier, or you're so much better off for anyone that's talking about the threshold list. You're so much better off not having any expectations. Zero expectations when it comes to the threshold list. And if something happens, it happens. If something doesn't happen, then guess what? It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
We just go back to doing the same shit. The fact of the matter is, and I put it out earlier, and I'll say it again. The fact of the matter is that these hedge funds bought in, they were shorting the stock by like $20 or lower. And when they were doing that, not when they were doing that, now it's accrued to the point where it got to $40. And when we're sitting above $20, they're screwed because they're losing all of this money. They're losing millions upon millions, if not billions of dollars because of that, because of their play.
Hey, Brian Hun, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you to all of you guys who send these super chats in. You guys don't have to do that, and it really means a lot. Thank you, guys. And shout out to everybody liking the video, too. You guys are crushing it with the likes tonight. So, hey, Short, have you ever watched Stock Monkey that goes live at 10 p.m. Eastern time? I have not. I'll probably check that out. Did you guys hear about the Citadel employees quitting? No, I did not.
Ooh,
Vix, we hit SSR today. What was today's price action? I don't really care about being on SSR. And here's why. So if you're on SSR, it means you can only short on upticks, right? So when the stock is going up is when they can short it. So if the stock is going down, they can't short it. And there's a lot of these different institutions that want to short AMC, and they're all waiting for an uptick. So on days with SSR, we'll see the stock go down. We'll see it wait. We'll see it basically kind of bottom out. It'll start to come back up, and then it'll just get shot down. So I don't think
Exactly.
SSR is necessarily helpful to us at all. It's just something that gets turned on, and they can't short it on the when it's
Uptick, yeah.
going down. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
naked
when it's
shares
going
hidden
down,
in
yeah.
options, share price manipulated down. Yep,
Who's
SSR.
Gary
Wait,
Gensler?
who is Gary Gensler? Stock money, not stock monkey. Oh, okay. Did I read that wrong? Oh.
Maybe. So wait, was there actually somebody in Citadel that was arrested today?
No. Oh, Vegas. Thank you for that. The Citadel employee was talking trash, not realizing that someone did some DD and found out who he was and found his Facebook with Citadel as his job. I mean, see, they think we're stupid. Why would I don't understand. Like, they think that because they have all the money, that they're invincible, and they can manipulate the markets, and they think they're untouchable. And that's just not the case, as we've seen with the price action of these stocks. Vegas just heard about it, gotta research it. Okay, so that is unconfirmed. I have not seen it. Vegas heard about it. Oh, Fuzzy G 182. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. F that. I'm having a beer right now. Wish you guys were here. Love you guys. Take my money. Honestly, after last weekend, I'm not drinking for a while. Just putting that out there. Yeah, they're overconfident. Like, they really are over. Also, did you guys see the Charles Gasparino thing? We'll pull that up. TMI made a video about it. I kind of went after him on Twitter. That was funny. All right, let's see.
Yeah, pull up your tweet.
He just doesn't get it. Nobody like people who are people who I lost my train of thought. I was reading Gasparino tweets.
People who are
people who are like bearish or like shills against AMC. Some of them, if you think about it, they're thinking about AMC from a fundamentals perspective. We all know that the fundamentals in the short squeeze play are kind of useless. If good fundamental things come out, that's great. It helps us out. But people just don't understand the depth of this situation, mainly because they haven't done the research. Let me see. Did he delete it?
No, I doubt it.
I found it. Good on him.
Dude, it's ridiculous because I don't know if you were around for the times that he came on. Anytime anyone commented on anything, his response was now get this. He pretty much writes these articles. He took the article and puts it as his argument.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
But you wrote the article.
Yeah. Oh, Brian Hunt, thank you so much for another super chat, man. You guys are the best, honestly. You guys are crushing it with the likes tonight, and all you guys super chatting. You guys are the best. Okay, Brian Hunt. I watch my phone from 6:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern every day. TMI, Matt. I think TMI again. Short the VIX. TMI after hours. Stock Monkey. I think it's Stock Money, maybe. I don't know. Come on. Y'all work way too much. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Brian. Now let's look at this. So first mistake by CEO Adam, listening to AMC Apes. Second mistake, listening to Apes. Third mistake, listening to Apes. Here's where I had a problem with this, and I think TMI did too. I'm pretty sure there is people on his board saying the same thing. It's like, what's the point of you tweeting this?
Right.
What's the point? Are you jealous that you didn't get into AMC below 10?
No, I'm telling you.
20 or 30?
He's a Fox News. Is he Fox News? Man, he's some sort of fucking news reporter. I don't even remember. He's just like the Penny guy. I don't even remember Penny guy's name.
Rich
That's
Greenfield.
how irrelevant he is. Yeah. He's still irrelevant. He's like, he got investigated for his involvement in naked short selling.
Yep.
And his company was
old
ETIG.
company. His old company is getting investigated for naked short.
No, that's his current company.
Smash. Thanks, John. He's friends with Rich Greenfield. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, and guess what? So it's really funny because Gasparino's wife actually owns, or is it a startup? I don't remember. But
Oh, it's a
basically,
movie. It's a movie.
it's a movie theater. Yeah, it's not a movie theater. It's a movie. The fuck is that Streamline thing?
Yep. Yeah,
Streaming. It's movie
It
streaming.
has to do with streaming.
But yeah, it's something like that. It's like the likes of like Netflix or those things. But okay, so he's talking shit about the movie theaters because his wife basically owns a streaming service. So, and Rich Greenfield, he's an idiot and probably not even an analyst.
Yeah.
There is DD that proves that he's not actually an analyst.
Right.
And you shouldn't listen to him. Also, Jim Cramer. It's like the actual news station that Jim Cramer is on put out a message that said this is just Jim Cramer's views and opinions. None of this is financial. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oof. Andre, yeah, it's possible. Would I recommend doing that? I don't give financial advice, but I am buying and holding AMC.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why he didn't put the period on the end. I mean, I don't know. I tweeted at him. We were going to try to start some fun Twitter beef, but it didn't work.
Yeah, no, that happens if you're actually responding to him in his comment section.
At short the VIX, not setting any expectations, but is it possible they're trying to drop the price to cover FTDs without driving the price up to the point of margin calls? Yeah, it's very possible. But at the same time, with the amount of FTDs that are out there, like, it's just grasping at straw. Like, it's not really helping them. It might make them feel better, but no. Brian Hun with another super chat. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'm also 37. You are never too old to learn, even from younger people. Because of the Ape Nation, I'm a day trader making good money. Thanks again. Good luck with your trades, man. I hope you kill it. Why does it say restream in the top right corner? That is just what TMI and I use to stream. We like to have a lot of people come on our show with us, and it's really easy with restream. We just send them a link and they come on, and we don't have to have these like Zoom calls. What's both of y'all's opinion on the 13th day threshold? Think they will try to borrow remaining shares using the loophole. So when we're thinking about that 13-day thing, there's a lot of debate on when the 13 days actually is. So even though we don't even necessarily know if the threshold list is going to be a massive catalyst for us, we also don't really know when the day is. Like, I think it's later. I think it's July 13th or 14th. Just from what I've read, how everything is written, that's when I think it is. But again, I'm not thinking in my head, oh my God, the threshold list is coming. They're going to cover. Well, at the same time, it's just the FTDs that are out there. It's not the shorts have to cover. Let's see. Can I call in real quick? Fuzzy, shoot me a Twitter DM. I read that the SEC is moving forward on trying to ban payment for order flow between Citadel and Robinhood. Robinhood got a cease and desist for payment for order flow, I think. Payment for order flow is not good.
Let me see if I can actually find this thing.
Our Capitals Transparency Project. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody with the super chats and the likes. You guys are crushing it today. I really appreciate it. Our Capitals says check 30-day and 4-hour MACD and RSI. Let's do it. Yeah, this is, wait, hold on. What day is this? No, see, Weeble is really annoying sometimes. Boom. Oh, okay. Eric Nelson, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I think they are shorting the hell out of this because as of now, we have over 420,000 puts out of the money. I think we will bounce tomorrow. We could, since we saw such a significant sell-off, it's always possible that we see a bounce tomorrow. But again, we did see a sell-off yesterday. We saw a sell-off today. But we are coming into a weekend that could be really good fundamentally for AMC and could really help boost up AMC's earnings when those come around. I think in the end of August is when AMC's next earnings report is.
All right, I'm sending you something. I don't know if you've seen this before, but I came across this in April.
Oh my God. Wilma, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I might have to skip one thing in there, but I will do my best to read it. You two are dope. I love you guys and the entertainment and knowledge. Look, if you need a personal fluffer, I know a guy. Anyway, cool, calm, cool, and collected, as TMI would say. I'm looking forward to the next 2 days. I am as well, Wilma. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, so am I. Wait, is it Wednesday already?
Yes.
Shit.
When are they going to stop people from shorting index funds to bring down AMC and GameStop? I don't understand how that would affect the stock since index funds aren't supposed to affect the stock. They're shorting the indexes. It's just like, say you're really thirsty and there's like 100 water bottles lined up and there's like a couple drops left in each water bottle. That's what they're doing. They're just going and drinking those little bits of water bottles. Brian Hunt, thank you so much for this. Another super chat, man. I really appreciate it. P.S. Never will I or have I day traded AMC. Started buying in January, 1,537 shares, average 1984. I can't stop buying, and I will short Robinhood. Be careful with that. Make sure you know the risks for shorting, and good luck, man. I hope you do absolutely amazing on all of your trades. Oh boy, my favorite person in here. I don't have favorites.
Ooh, Mike
though.
V.
Yeah. I just saw him. Wow. We got a lot of people in here tonight. Thank you guys. We're going to be doing a lot more of these streams. I really appreciate that you guys want to come in here and hang out and ask questions. That's really what these streams are for, to basically answer everyone's questions about what is going on.
Yeah, buddy.
Jack Kim, hedgies aren't just going to short the stock. They're going to have obscene amounts of calls and puts to play all sides of the squeeze to possibly come out of it with some skin still left in the game. I have a little bit of a theory about that. I think that they're trying to delay this to a certain point where they can figure out how to stay in business. And I've said this a couple of times that if they go out of business, they're like the heads of those funds are basically screwed for basically forever. You can't go to those clients that you had again and was like, hey, sorry, I know I wildly over leveraged on a movie theater company and a gaming store and lost you $30 million, but let's try it again. I promise it won't happen. It's like, Oh, Antics, you're up there too. I don't have favorites, but I do have a bunch of people that I know what's going to happen once they get in the chat, and it always makes me laugh. Yeah, do not short Robinhood. It's a trap. Infinite losses. Don't like the company, then don't buy the stock. That's how I'm looking at it. STV, if YouTubers get deleted, are you guys switching to Twitch? Maybe make an ApeTube where we control everything, all the DD. Yeah, I mean, if that ends up happening, we're going to do everything that we can to get our channels back. TMI, I'm going to link his. He has a backup channel. So TMI has a backup channel, and here's the link. So make sure you guys go subscribe to TMI's backup channel because TMI has one. I'm about to make one, and then everybody should have one. So make sure you guys go follow those because if in the event that we can't get our channels back, that's where we will be. Oh, AMC King, thank you so much for that super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I'm so worried. I have 3,590 AMC shares that I bought at 53. I'm jobless and I've literally put all my life savings into AMC. Hey man, I hope it works out for you. But with a lot of the AMC stuff, what I always like to say is don't put in an amount of money that you're not willing to like lose, if that makes sense. Because when you put in an amount that you're not fully willing to take a significant loss on, it's very stressful. We are going to see massive price swings with AMC. And if you're not comfortable and fully prepared for that, it's going to take a big toll on like your mental health. Like it's going to be stressful. But good luck with your position, man. I believe that eventually we are going to see a pretty significant squeeze out of AMC, but that is just my opinion. So we'll be back. YouTube. No, Rogue probably just went to the bathroom or grabbed something to eat. What's the difference between margin calls and closing short positions? Here's the difference. With a margin call, you get a notice from your broker. So let's say your margin requirement is 20%. It's similar. So when the position goes against you, it takes from your like equity position first. And if you go down below the maintenance margin, there's like initial margin and then maintenance margin. So initial margin is usually a little bit higher and the maintenance is what you have to stay above. So when you go below that, you'll get a notice from your broker that says, hey, you can either close out your position or you can add securities or cash into your account to basically get rid of that margin call. A forced share recall, or like a forced buy, is when the prime broker will call up their client, like a hedge fund, and be like, hey, we need you to close out your position right now. It's gone too far. We're closing you out and you need to pay for it. So there is a difference. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, trade just posted. Cool. I will be here. How do we know they aren't covering while the price is dropping? Good question. Here we go. Yep. Okay. Right here. This was AMC today. Let's see. Short interest. Here we go. Right here. So we saw the short interest climb back here. This is the yellow line. And now since the beginning of June, we've seen the short interest climb, meaning that there are more shares on loan and those shares on loan have been sold into the market. So this would suggest, according to the reported data, that shorts are not only not covering their positions, but they're doubling down on their shorts, which at this point doesn't make a lot of sense to me. There could be an averaging down aspect for it, or they're maintaining the liquidity requirements, but at the current time, the data does not suggest that shorts are covering in a widespread way, and they're actually doing the opposite. Well, you can cover on dark pools and sell on the open market. Well, if they're covering, then that would just be a buy to close position. So what would happen then is if you have a short position and you go to the dark pool to cover it, so you buy the shares in the dark pool, which there's not going to be enough to cover all of these shares, then you have nothing to sell. Your position is closed. Let's see. Don't buy options that expire that week. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but it's risky. Options are very, 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 very risky. Be careful. The institution shorting AMC and GameStop, what are their holdings and do they short other stocks? If the market crashes, wouldn't that help their portfolio, which is not a good sign for AMC and GME? Not necessarily. Here's why. So everybody thinks that or some people think when I talk about like the AMC crashing the market situation, that that's bad for AMC. Not at all. It's actually like good. So all of these institutions, or the vast majority of these institutions, are severely over levered at the current time, meaning they have taken out loans that and are paying interest on those loans that the gain in the positions that they have are not able to offset. So if the market were to end up correcting, most likely they have more long positions than short positions. So if they get margin called in another position, then they don't have the liquidity anymore. It's just a domino effect. Once the margin calls start on these big positions, it doesn't stop. Like if we see AMC margin calls start to happen, they take back those shares, they have to liquidate the other positions in order to cover those losses. And it's just the opposite with if the market crashes first. In order to get that liquidity back, they need to cover that position in order for them to basically maintain in good standing with their brokers. Oh, Brian, thank you so much for the super chat, man. If something were to happen to Ortega, I'm guessing that means Ortex, kind of like what happened yesterday, where would you go to get the short interest info? So I just track the trends of Ortex. I don't necessarily go by it because one, they only have 85% of the market and they're getting their information from a company that's in their best interest to underreport short interest. So what I'm mainly looking for is widespread market sell-off and hedge fund bankruptcies to tell me if shorts are covering, we're near the squeeze, in the squeeze, or at or close to the top of the squeeze. Because we know that our data can be manipulated. Let me pull it up again. All right, I had to pull up Ortex again to show you guys what happened in January. Let's see. Here's how we know our information is crazy manipulated. So we're going to look at GameStop for this because we know that they had the more significant run up back in January. So here's what we've got right here. Short interest peaked at around 124% according to the reported data, according to Ortex. Now, once they had their massive price run up, the estimated short interest plummeted. So that would suggest that shorts were covering. And this is GameStop, by the way, again. So if these numbers don't look right. So that would suggest that shorts covered. But in those congressional hearings, what did we hear? We heard the DTCC chairman say, nope, no margin calls, no covering. So what happened here? Why did the short interest fall? There's a couple of reasons for this. They can basically hide a lot of their shorts in the option chain. They can sell deep in the money calls, buy a synthetic long from the market maker. Looks like they're closing out their position, but in reality, they're not. It's just kicking the can down the road. And most likely, they just did some aggressive kicking the can down the road back here, which could be why we saw these massive spikes in failure to delivers right after. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. If you guys have any more questions on that, just drop it in the chat. Oh my, Joe B, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are so generous tonight. Thank you very much. Shout out to everybody that's sending in super chats and liking the video. Helps get a lot more people in here so we can just get prepared for tomorrow. But Joe B, thank you so much. Theory, new shorts are with a higher strike, so maybe average price. Let's just say 35 and their theory, new shorts are with a higher strike, let's just say 35, and they exercise and cover other short positions and make their loss back with the now long position from a newer short position that they exercise. Okay, so Joe, I think you're mixing up options and short positions. So options just give you the right to buy or sell. Calls is buy if you're buying, puts is selling if you're also buying puts. In a short position, essentially just is you're borrowing a share, you're selling it on the open market. And let me see if I can get a good answer to this, if I can figure out what exactly you're asking. From the newer short position that they exercised. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure, Joe, on that one. Oh, Norm, thank you so much, man. Since I can't find the membership, thanks for being awesome and for your work informing the apes with accuracy. Norm, thank you so much for all the support that you always give me. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Rogue just sent me something. Interesting. Let's see. All right. Keep dropping the questions. I will see where Rogue went. Yeah, that's true, Jack. It's possible. Ooh, here we go. Look who we have in the chat. TMI, I'm driving full speed, buddy. Hey, take your time, man. Be safe. Get on when you can. Vix looking tall, sitting on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Back in 5. Whoo! We're getting TMI back on in about 5 minutes. You guys are in for a treat, as always. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Also, guys, if you guys did not know, tomorrow we are going to be having Stephanie, the dark pool expert that TMI has also interviewed on the show. That's when we're going to go over my dark pool theory that I've been talking about to basically just see how legitimate is it? Am I nuts in thinking what I think is going on and what she thinks about it? What's the difference between shorting and put options? That's a really good question. So with shorting, you are taking a loan from a broker, prime broker, wherever. So let's say there's 3 parties in this transaction. There's the broker, there's the person wanting to short, and then there's the buyer. So the broker loans the share to the person who wants to short. The person who wants to short then has to pay a fee, like an interest rate, on that loan because technically they're loaning them the shares. They then sell that on the open market, but they're selling something that they do not own. So they're hoping the price goes down. Let's say you collect $100 from the sale into the open market, and you're hoping that it goes down in the future so you can use the proceeds of the initial sale of something that you didn't own and then use that to buy it back at a lower price and profit the difference. So let's say you sold it at 100, it goes down to 90, you paid a $1 interest rate, and you make $9 on that trade. Puts are slightly different. So with a put contract, it's essentially insurance. Yes, you can make money when the stock goes down because a put gives you the right to sell 100 shares of stock at a certain price on or before a specified date. But they're mainly used, like what they're supposed to be used for is just insurance. It's capping your loss on a position. So if you own a bunch of shares of a stock and you want to make sure that you don't take a significant loss or you want to capture your gain, you can buy puts and it basically creates your own price floor. SCV, what's your theory? I like theories. Tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I think it's very plausible, especially with what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. But we will see. We'll see what the actual dark pool expert has to say. Vix, you in your booster seat. And they have to cover tomorrow or anything can happen. I don't think tomorrow's the day, personally. If it is and we see a giant price spike, awesome. I don't really care about the dates or anything or price targets. That's not really, I'm fully prepared to hold this for a very extended period of time. I don't have the crystal ball yet. I need to get one though. That would be pretty funny. So Citadel, they're long on some positions. Yeah. There's something called a long short fund. And it's something that a lot of hedge funds do. They're long on some positions, they're short on others. So it kind of balances it out, and they're hedging. So it depends on what they want to hedge for. But yeah, a lot of funds have long and short positions. But shorting is healthy for the market. If it's overvalued, so when you're shorting, it's usually like fundamentally shorting is fine. It's healthy for the market. It allows for a way to make money off of a stock that maybe has overextended. Where the problem is when you overshort. That's like a theme that I've seen with Wall Street over the past couple of months, is that they take a good thing that is supposed to be used for a good purpose and make it absolutely terrible. The dark pools, shorting, there's a couple of others as well. Yeah, exactly, Vegas. Shorting is healthy for the market until they abuse it. What do you see as squeeze catalyst? There's a couple of them. One of them that I'm looking at right now is the backing off of reverse repos. And the reason for that is that the banks have too much money. The fact that they have too much money, the cash that they have because the Fed has pumped so much money into the economy over the past year, it's now a liability because they have to pay interest on that cash. So what they do is they buy treasuries from the Fed to maintain these regulatory standards that they're supposed to. But eventually, they're not going to have a place to put all of that cash. And when you think about the funds that are trading through their prime brokerage operations at a lot of these different banks, they're maintaining the liquidity requirements by depositing maybe more cash into their accounts. So when the banks no longer have a place to put that cash in order to not pay all of this interest on it, it's not even going to matter at some point if the different funds can then raise that money through crypto or selling other positions to basically give to the bank, because the bank doesn't want it. So that could be one of the catalysts that comes out, and that's how we get those forced share recalls, because the banks are going to be like, nope, no more of this. We're delevering. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's see what I missed. I have a question here about helping to initiate a squeeze. I mean, new name, it would help, but I don't really think that one person could come in, buy up enough to just start something, because there has to be a seller. Yeah, millennial lifestyles. There's no after hours closes at 8. I'm pretty sure it closes at 8. I'm like 99% sure that after hours is done at 8. Yeah, it's at 8. Why is there a dark pool? Here's why there's a dark pool. Say you own $1 billion worth of Apple and you're a pension fund. So if you are that pension fund, you have $1 billion in an investment, you've done all of the research, you're expecting to get a certain return on that investment. Then comes along company XYZ or a real estate deal or a bond deal that you can now get a higher return on your investment than that $1 billion Apple position. So the logical thing to do would be to sell that $1 billion worth and put it into the new investment that's going to benefit you and your clients, whoever it may be, the most. It's not that you don't like Apple anymore. You just found a better opportunity. But that $1 billion worth of selling volume that you're going to need to do is going to affect the price. So what the dark pool is used for is it's an off-exchange venue to make those trades without affecting the market. The problem is as I said before, Wall Street's taken a great thing and made it absolutely horrific. Keith, hey Vix, thanks for your streams, brother. Very informative. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. Do you trust Rebull as a company to hold shares of AMC to not pull a Robin Hood and cut everyone off when this thing shoots off? I mean, honestly, if one broker does it, a lot of them are going to as well. And I hate to say that, but if it starts to tumble again like that, hopefully they've put backstops in place to allow this to happen, like just play out. But you really never know. So I'm getting a couple of different brokerage accounts. I'm going to try to spread it out evenly. So either way, I'll be able to make some profits. I'm probably going to open a new one at Fidelity. That's what I've heard is a very solid one. The dark pool is an attempt to hide large moves. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Let's see. Thoughts on how we look under 40? I'm going to buy the absolute crap out of it if we get below 40. I will throw lots of dollars in if we do that. Let's see. Cash App does partial shares. Does that affect anything? I mean, not really. I didn't even know Cash App like had a trading like a stock platform until like watching YouTube videos. I was shocked. I just thought they were a Venmo. Wilma, I swear to God, if it goes below 40, I'm eating my entire bank account. Good luck. Make smart financial decisions. I can't tell you what to do. Some said we wouldn't see under 50. Nothing is guaranteed. Exactly. We have no idea what to expect. It could go up, could go down. All we know is that it won't go left. Are you concerned? Oh, Movie Man, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate that. You guys are crushing it with the likes tonight and the super chats. I really appreciate it. Are you concerned about AMC or GameStop? Why or why not? No, I'm not concerned about them at all. When we see these super volatile stocks have massive rips up and we know the type of manipulation that we can see, nothing really worried. Like it's not worrying me. I'm fully expecting this stuff to happen. What happens if you throw lots of dollars at it and the price keeps going down? Then the price keeps going down. The market doesn't care about you. It's going to do what it's going to do. If I decide that I want to throw a lot of money at a certain price on this stock or any stock and it goes against me, then that's just what happens. Oh, Movie Mang and Millennial Lifestyles. Thank you guys so much for the super chats, guys. I really appreciate it. Do you believe the math is correct for AMC and GameStop? And based on the math and the law, the MOS is imminent. Thank you for everything. I mean, the math makes sense. And it is theoretically possible to get up to the levels that people are saying that it could. Theoretically, very possible. Do I know for sure that it's going to get there? Absolutely not. I have no idea. But is it possible? I think so. Absolutely. I don't know when, and I don't know how high it's going to go. If it was, I would just buy the most amount of options contracts that I could at the certain prices and at the time periods for when it was going to happen. But yeah, I do think that the math does check out. And then Millennial, thank you. Thank you, VIX, TMI, and all other young cats educating us older people. My money is on you. I trust and hodl, however you want to say it. Thank you, Millennial. Shout out to you two guys for sending in the super chats. You guys are the best. Oh God. Let's see. VIX, what's up for tomorrow with the FTDs? If you already mentioned this earlier, sorry, got in here late. Hey, that's fine. So from what I've seen about the threshold list in the 13-day period, it is not tomorrow, but it could be. There's a lot of debate on when it's going to be, but at the same time, I don't necessarily think that the threshold list is going to send us to the moon. It could, definitely, but we've seen examples of stocks being on the threshold list for an extended period of time with nothing really happening. So I'm definitely watching it. It's still important. In my opinion, being on the threshold list in this 13-day period is either neutral or good. I don't see it as being bad. Do you use Fintel? Yeah, I've used Fintel in the past. I'm going to start using it a lot more once these 13F filings start rolling in. Vix, what time is the interview tomorrow? Actually, let me look. Okay, perfect. We are on for tomorrow. Interview is going to be at 7:30 Eastern, same time we started tonight. It's going to be with Stephanie, the dark pool expert, and we're going to go over basically everything. What she sees in the dark pool. We're going to get more insight into exactly what goes on in the dark pool. And what I'm really interested in is just laying out my theory of what's going on in the dark pools and asking her if it's possible. Ooh. Uh-oh, we're going to have a special guest in a few minutes, everybody. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. We'll give him a minute. Take time to slow down instead. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Overstock was 13 years ago though, so I feel like it's irrelevant. Not really. Matthew, yeah, Claybro did respond. We're working out a time that we can get him on. Angel, Vix, Black Widow, and UFC. I think great catalysts come next week. We all just need to survive these next few days. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about the next few days. But I do think that this week is some good catalysts. Uh-oh, everybody. Our special guest has come back from Gotham to join us on our stream to talk about AMC.
Hello.
Here we go.
What's going on, people?
Not much. How you doing, buddy?
Absolutely chilling. Absolutely chilling. I think it's the echo in here.
Oh, really? I'll turn this down then.
I think it's on my side. I
Okay.
think we're good now.
Yeah, I still got to get headphones. I haven't done that yet. I probably just use my AirPods, honestly.
Man, I need to. I went back off the exact same headphones that I bought before, and I think I'm just gonna get a different set. Like it still sounds off.
Yeah. Are you using the old one now? Because it sounds good.
Oh no, this is a new one. But I wish you didn't say that. Now you're making me second guess.
Well, because you're low. I play you guys really low when it comes out of my computer, so I can't really hear. Like I can kind of hear you guys, so it doesn't come into the mic, so it sounds fine.
Okay, I like it. No Nike cap. Well, I used to wear bandanas on my first video, like the same one, and then I went to a Nike cap. Well, I went to a different cap. Then I went to Nike cap. So now I'm bringing back the bandana for off-channel streams.
Gotcha.
There was no real plan for this. It was just kind of like, we're jumping on Twitch today. Let's try something a little different. Rogue. Where is Rogue?
Rogue was having some technical difficulties, I think, so he had to step off. He might be done for the night, but we'll definitely see him back.
Okay, I got you. We definitely need to get you on Twitch, man. That is a different monster over there.
Yeah, we can't get dinged for saying things over there. I feel like that's my realm.
Oh yeah, I was swearing like a pirate over there this afternoon.
Oh, Movie Man. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. Whew, you guys are crushing it tonight. Thank you very much. Last thing, everything I've learned in the last few months has infuriated me. Same here, man. Disappointed me in our system. The blatant corruption, fraud, and manipulation. If the system fails retail, is there a plan B? Because the rich keep getting richer. TMI, do you have any thoughts on that?
Oof, that's deep.
Yeah.
I think that's the core of why this movement is so powerful, because it offers a rebalancing in a sense that has never happened in history. It sounds like when people describe the biggest transfer of wealth, it sounds almost like a fantasy, like it's not real. But we're currently like we could potentially be in the middle. I think we are the biggest transfer of wealth in history. Like this is a very historic time. Like this rivals like if you go in the history books, all these different great periods of time.
Hmm.
What we're currently in, this little blip, could potentially rival a lot of it. So I think
Yeah.
he highlighted a lot of the darkness, and we're bringing a little bit of light to that. So I agree 100%. I just think that we're going to be like a little bit of the solution.
Yeah, I agree.
Averaging watching 10 vids a day. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm addicted to this stuff now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Kenny G's personal fluffer is back. Says he knows it.
Oh my God. Okay, see, look, I didn't start anything. It was already popping before I even
Oh
got
yeah,
here.
it was already happening.
All right, cool. So if I just jump in, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Your mic is a lot better. Oh, nice. Oh, okay.
Maybe it just needed to warm up.
Yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe I just needed Kenny's fluffer to get my mic warmed up.
Yeah, Kenny's fluffer took your mic for the night. Now he's all ready to go.
Listen, I am determined to be the first finance influencer sponsored by Nike. So if anyone has a contact by Nike, let them, we're looking for them.
You should
I
do
won't
it.
talk
I
about their
really want to
stock.
get sponsored by Liquid IV. These guys right here.
You should just do your intro before and after you drink Liquid IV.
Yeah.
That would be
Well, like I don't
the
even
ad
want
in
them to
itself.
pay me. I don't even want them to pay me. I just want 2 sticks a day. That's what I want.
2 sticks?
Yeah, they're like these like powder sticks. That's really all I want. A Liquid
Why
IV
is the mic
sponsorship.
all wet? Wait, what happened here? Huh? Who? What?
Huh? Oh boy.
Wait, what happened?
Oh boy. Ketty G's personal fluffer. Thank you for the super chat, but it's Wilma's fist fit. Interesting.
Yeah, that's I think that person is a cool person. I think they've messaged me on either Twitter or on Instagram as well. I think they're a cool person.
Yeah. Honestly, every single time that you pop on, the chat just gets absolutely wild. We were talking
don't
all
get-
AMC.
Nike owns sweatshops though. I
That's
know.
So does Apple. Like,
But do you have an iPhone? I'm about to say you can't pick and choose here. If you guys are down to get rid of your iPhones, fuck it, let's do it.
I mean, Samsung. I don't know where they make their phones, but it can't be good.
Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. We can hold TMI hostage again. He's back.
When did that
Hey,
happen?
I think it was Rogue that was held hostage last time. This guy was out of it. Which
Vix,
actually, it makes sense. Remember when I sent you yesterday? It makes sense knowing how freaking long this guy was online yesterday.
Oh yeah, he was
Anyways.
struggling.
Yeah, that I put 2 and 2 together this morning. I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
I can't stop effing laughing. Oh, it's good.
I mean, we might have to get funny in a little bit. What? I saw a question that I wanted to answer. Where did it go?
Oh,
Ooh,
guys,
Vix, what's up?
this is the preview to the podcast.
It is.
Well, the PG version of it.
That's true. I sent you Insta with a podcast name. What do you think? I might have seen it, but I think TMI decided on it, and I decided on a name.
Ooh, someone
I
did
don't
ask me
think
that
we're
this
gonna
morning
say
as
it.
well.
We're not gonna
I
say
didn't say
it
anything. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, we're not gonna say what it is, but we decided on a name.
We need to get you some headshots, some profile photos.
Yeah, for the thumbnails.
Yeah.
Got you. I'll send you my definitely real old ID photo.
Kenny G's personal fluffer just sending out the cell phone numbers.
Where is that? Oh boy. Oh God. All right. We're gonna do some AMC for a little while. The last half hour we can mess around.
Oof.
Or not. Or we can do whatever we want. Doesn't matter. Whatever you guys want to do. You guys got any questions? Just throw them in. I think we've done a lot of what we wanted to cover, especially with all the questions. We went over the Gasparino stuff. That video you made was awesome.
Yeah, F that guy. F that guy. Now, normally we would go off and if it was a rated R place, but someone sent me that email while I was on live. Like they were in the live chat. They sent me an email with the link. They're like, we got something on him. I was just like, come on. I opened the link and I was just like, oh, I guess we do. I guess we do.
I think
So
it's
shout out,
threshold time.
let's do it. Oh, it is threshold time.
I like
Did you
that
cover the
hiccup.
outflow and the inflow?
I didn't. The Weeble. I think Weeble. The outflow and inflow is kind of weird. Because like Weeble's the only place that you can see it. No data for today. Do you want to take that, TMI? You want to share your screen and we'll throw that up if you want?
No data for today. What do you mean?
Oh, for the threshold list.
Like, I'm sorry. What does that mean?
There's it just hasn't been updated yet. No,
Oh,
no
okay,
news.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, sure. And they don't do a, Weeble doesn't do a good job of explaining exactly how they get this data.
right.
So that part's a little confusing. But let's see here. I have AMC and GME. Cool. So yeah, let me pull this up. Do. All right.
Blue boop.
Do. Okay, so taking a look here. So it has large, medium, and small for both. Oh, actually, you know what? This is GameStop. So GameStop had more outflow than inflow, right? Which means, the size of the let me pull up the low do here.
It's
The
probably like the
size
amount of sell orders that like.
of the ask. Yeah,
Yeah.
the size of the ask was just much larger than the size of the bids. But that being said, it doesn't mean that, more trades per se. It just means more shares. Now, they could do a better job of explaining exactly how they get this information, but this should be an indication to the share price, right? So looking at AMC now, it's the inflow. Okay, let's see here. It was an 8% drop today with GME, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did they get to 8%? Wow. No, it was a 4% drop. That's why. Sorry, $8. 4% drop with GME. The outflow outweighed the inflow by roughly 18%. Roughly 18%. For AMC, the inflow outweighed the outflow by roughly, let's see here. Not as much, actually. Roughly, I'll say 3%. Nonetheless, they had
I heard AMC had a lot more inflows today.
well, it's 902 to 84 to 874, sorry, right? So that to me should mean it should at least have a better result than GameStop did in the market. Seeing as GameStop had a sizable outflow in comparison to their inflow. And it's like, how does AMC have a worse day than GameStop when the outflow and inflow don't even match up? That's, to me, it's just like, it doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
So are there other things that work here? I don't know. And I don't know what that says about GameStop either. Does that mean that the drop was more natural with GameStop? I don't know.
Yeah, I think what a lot of people think about that is that it's like it could be seen as evidence that our orders are going to the market maker and they're not sending them to the exchange. They're sending them to the dark pool instead.
It could be. It could be. The only thing that I don't like about the information, and there's other ways of looking at this. Like there's other sites people can pull from. Is that the overall volume for Webull usually is off.
Mhm.
It's usually lesser than several other brokers.
Right.
So now I'm now wondering, like, is this just specifically the inflow from the markets that Webull is watching, and what other markets are there, and are those other markets making a big difference?
Right.
So I'm waiting for somebody. Like, I don't have all this information. I was waiting for someone to come out with this like thrown together DD of what exactly is going on with the order flow, but I haven't seen it yet. I might tweet it out to see if anyone has pulled it up.
Yeah, I
Is this
think a
only
lot
on
of people have
Webull?
been looking at it, but we can't figure out exactly like what it is because the definition of it is so strange.
Yeah, I'm gonna contact my
The Weeble.
my contact at Webull and say, hey, can you guys break this down to me, because this is not making sense.
Right.
You know what? Let me just send him an email right now and see what happens.
Okay, cool. Oh, and Brandon, I use a Mac, and then TMI and I use Restream to stream. It's like just a streaming service. We use it basically, right, TMI, because it's just easier to get other people on.
Yeah, definitely. And like I do have OBS that I also use sometimes when I'm just making videos. It's basically the same thing, and it looks the same when you're on when you're streaming. But in regards to just hosting people and having people on, Restream just makes it so simple. Just to send a link out, people can hop on whenever they're ready. It's just plus you can throw music on in the background.
Yeah, see, I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna have to do that. Oh, it's Norm says Avi has the numbers for inflow and outflow.
Let's go, Avi. Money maker gang. Okay. We'll sort that out. We will sort that out.
Smash, 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 smash.
Shalom. We should. Wes should definitely add Avi to that list.
Absolutely. For the next
Yep.
Yeah. We still don't even know when that's coming out yet. Soon. Hopefully soon.
I know. Let me check out his channel. This guy's got to have 2,000 followers now. Let's see here. Wes.
Oh, thank you, Millennial. Thank you both for everything you have been teaching me. I have more faith in you all and appreciate you. Get some rest, Ape Nation. Tomorrow is going to be interesting, I think, is where it was going. Yeah, thank you guys for all the support. We both really appreciate it.
Seriously. This is just the start. This is just the start. Just with the power of the conviction, there is no sacrifice. Oh, let's go. I'm liking this.
Oh, I like that. Thank you so much for that super chat. Foam Lucian Auto Spa. Thank you so much for all those super chats, guys. I really appreciate it. With the power of conviction, there is no sacrifice. Pat Benatar. Isn't she a singer? She was on Guitar Hero, I think. Yeah. So sit back and ride the wave.
And Foam Lucian Auto Spa is an OG.
Yeah, I think it was like Guitar Hero World Tour, maybe? Or something of rock.
Oh boy, don't do that. You're gonna age yourself.
How are we gonna do that? I'm about the youngest one here.
Oh, here we go. June 10 dip. Oh yeah, people were talking about that. Let me just pull up.
Yeah, didn't we go from like 70 to like 30 and then bounce back up?
Yep.
It's all a blur at this point, honestly.
I know, it's been a crazy ride. Let's see here.
70.
So June 10th.
30, 39, 39.
June 10th, we hit 39.
Yeah.
And the next day we hit
44, I think.
Yeah, we finished 44. Around 49. I think we finished at 49 on June 11th. June 10th, we hit a low of 39, and then we just...
And then a bounce.
This
came back up, consolidated, a little back down. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Eerily similar, yeah.
Vix has aged 20 years in the last week since he started streaming.
He's a grown-ass man.
Hurts,
He's got 3 kids. He's got 3 kids now.
Yeah, I'm like Rogue. I've got like 4 kids, another one on the way.
How many kids does Rogue have? I think he has...
I think he's going to have 3.
He's got another one on the way. Okay. Hey, Rogue, if you're listening, keep up the good work, homie.
Connie, I think the only reason I know who Pat Benatar is because she was on Guitar Hero. And it was like the first song that was listed to play.
Don't be offended, guys. Don't be offended.
Let's see.
Are you going to pull up Pat Benatar? Oh, okay.
Huh?
I thought you were going to pull her up.
Oh, no. I was plugging in my phone. I probably shouldn't do that.
So let's see here. Okay. Yeah, we had a solid bounce. We had a double bounce. Oh, The next day we
came down to like 37. What day is this? The 3rd.
No, on the 10th we saw, on the 3rd we saw 37. On the 10th we saw 39.
Yep.
And then the next, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 days later we hit 64. Yeah.
So this is just a higher low right now.
Yeah.
By like $3. It's fine. We're in good position. Well, what I said before is I said something similar to what I said on your stream earlier, that this drop that we're seeing is going to be nothing compared to the volatility swings that we're going to see once we actually start squeezing. Like, this is just the babyest little warm up.
Agreed. And I think yeah, that like we're just heading towards this bullish momentum that it seems eerily quiet.
Yeah.
Like eerily quiet. It's just, I don't know.
No filings, no new. It's been weird over the long weekend and into these couple of days.
Like, it's not much news, but just good news. Actually, there was FINRA news about like trying to get more information about what we want to see in regards to reporting.
I want them all to have to report. That's what I want.
Yeah, it was about shorts and how we want regulated reporting for shorts and for people to be publicly registering their positions, and it's like, it just sounds like they're trying to cover their ass. Like, oh look, see, we're taking steps to do this before the whole thing blew up. It's just like everyone's just trying to get ahead of it. It's like, since when do you guys reach out to the public and ask us our opinions on what you guys would like for reporting short positions? Like, that's literally never happened in history.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was like clearing members and people who like are maybe FINRA. Like, I didn't think it was for us, but if it is, that's awesome.
I think it's for the public. Yeah, I think it's for the public.
That's awesome.
Find on Twitter.
Like, that's
Someone
really
tweeted
good.
it. Yeah, I was just like, what the hell? If anyone here has been sending me DMs, apologies if I don't get back to them, but I do read through them. So thank you in advance if I am pulling any information that you sent me at all. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see here. Big Dog stocks today came in hot. Oh man.
Did someone say that? That was so funny.
Oh,
I was not expecting that at all. He was like, SOA. I was like, oh my God, dude.
Jeez. Because last time he was on, we were going off. Like, last time, in due fairness, last time he was on the live, like we were, well, I was at least going off on what he was saying about Matt.
What was he saying about Matt?
Not Big Dog stocks, this other fool over here.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
So I was like, so that was the last time Big Dog Stocks was on the live. So he came back on this time, basically just picking up from where we left off last time, but everything changed.
Yeah.
And he didn't know. He did not know.
But that was hilarious.
Oh my gosh. AMC made the threshold today.
Let's look. I'll pull it up. Boom, boom, boom.
So maybe you come in at 9 o'clock.
No, I don't see it. Hold on. Yes, it did. A little later than usual, but right here. Threshold list, July 7th. AMC is on it. So that's another 2.5 million failure to delivers at least.
There you go. No. So it's not compounded.
Oh, it's they're on it until they cover the
right. So it can be compounded. It just doesn't mean that it has to be compounded.
Yeah.
So they have at least the 2.5 million to deliver. Like, it could be the same 2.5 million. It could be an additional 2. Like, at this point in time, they could just be making. And I honestly do believe that what you said is correct.
It could be.
Yeah. Just because I'm looking at the price action, I like looking at the inflow and outflow. I'm like, you guys got to be shorting some shit into the market for this shit to happen. Like, if this does not make. I'm sorry for swearing on your channel. This does not make sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, they're probably adding on to like a few million every time, maybe not 2.5 every day, but maybe like 100,000 or 500,000. But we're gonna find out.
You see this yet, TMI? We talked about this a little. The 10-year.
Did you get that from somebody else's video?
No, they got it from mine.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh
because
man.
I saw like the news alert yesterday about the 10-year coming down, and I was like, that's interesting. But look at this. This is what I think is important. Where is it? Right here. 2007, it was at 5. In October of 2008, it was at 2.6. But we can see that the 10-year has been like decreasing over the last however many years. And have you heard the speculation that the big funds have been shorting the?
Oh wait, hold on. Go back.
Oh, I can't. I gotta bring it back up again.
Ah, shoot, sorry, buddy. I was
No,
gonna, I was gonna say, take a look at the price action from during COVID when everything hit the
oh yeah, it
floor.
was for the 10-year.
Yeah,
Oh, it's nuts.
and it looks like it's dipping back towards that direction.
Yeah, I'll pull up something else too. Let me see if I can. Let's see.
I'm off work this week, so I got time from Trey Spider.
5-year right here. It should be. Hold on. Year to date. I don't know why I can't. I mean, this is 2020, but let me look. I'll pull up two things. So this.
Yeah, so for that Ortex question, guys, Ortex data is the most up-to-date data it can possibly be. Anything from Ortex that's reported that's T+2 is as fast as it can possibly be reported. So if something is T+2, it's just T+2 reported across the board, no matter what you use, right? So some things from Ortex that are T+2, it's not that Ortex is delayed, it's just that the information is delayed, period. Cool. TMI.
All right.
Back at
Hold
it
on,
again.
I'm being an idiot.
Yeah, I forgot what you were even trying to do just now. What the
Hold
hell's
on.
going on over here?
I'm trying to pull this. Here it is.
Oh, we spent too much time on live
Here
today.
it is. Here it is. All right, now we can do this.
Gold bond, man up. Gold bond.
Boom, right here.
Boom goes the dynamite. Okay, so let's see this. So there we go. So what is this? This is pandemic times, right?
Right here.
Okay.
Crashes, comes back up.
So looking at that, and then going back to where we are now, we could head off to the same kind of cliff. Now, not to the same, ferocity. Like it's not going to drop like there's a new pandemic that everyone's freaking out about, but the market can still sell off, right?
Yes.
So that's right before COVID, and it's go to where we are now. It's like we're running off a cliff right now.
See this spike?
Yep.
Well, we ran up.
Look at that.
Ran up. So this was economic recovery. The 10-year going up signifies economic recovery. People are flowing from equity or from bonds into equities, but now we're seeing a little bit of like an inflection point again, where it's coming back down.
Looking bearish. Yeah.
And the way to play this is this right here. TLT. So if this really goes down, we'll see TLT. See? Up.
Interesting.
And if you hit a TLT, it's life. It's like if you put enough into it, it's life-changing money. The one that I've seen is 10,000% on the options. But this was also
the one that you've seen. Oh, like the play it's like a play you've seen in the past.
Yes.
Interesting.
Because this move right here is rate cuts. Like I think this was the first emergency rate cut, and then there was a second one right here, and it just rips. Because this is like an HYG, it's not supposed to move.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So the implied volatility has got to be nothing.
Yeah. We can take a look at the option chain real quick. They're dirt cheap. You want to take a look real quick?
Yeah, I want to take a look. Maybe make some hedges against the market. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to wait and get these for January. But it went up to 179 last time. The 180s, 69 cents, 70 cents. At the money, 645.
When you say you're going to wait till January to purchase or buy options,
I'll probably wait until Q4 to buy these.
Okay, I got you.
Just because I don't want to get crushed by IV, and the cheaper that you can get, it's all timing really. And there's not too much on the open interest right now, so who knows? But I've seen like one crazy play, which was this right here, that spike. Because like if you look at the
because if you time that just right before it takes off, then that's got to be freaking ridiculous. Like you said, 10,000%. Like,
yeah, it's ridiculous. Like this is not. It doesn't really move. Like it's pinned in like these ranges. Like it looks like these are big moves, but this is 118. This is that's a big one.
Yeah, but before, right after that, it's just nothing. Yeah.
Oh, we got a couple super chats here. Thank you guys so much. Rusted Bum, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Looks like Japan Bank cut ties with Euro and American hedges. Fact check. I'm driving. We could definitely take a look at that. And then Brian with another one. Whew, thank you, man. TMI, just had to tell you, I start with you in the morning. I watch until 12 a.m. with Stock Monkey. Definitely way too much YouTube. Yeah, he gave us his schedule earlier. It was like TMI in the morning, Matt Kors, TMI, me, Stock Monkey.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, happy that could be a part of your program. And then, if you guys ever get enough of YouTube, then you guys can always check out Short the Vix and I on the new podcast coming out that would potentially be launched on weekends. We never know. You never know. To give you guys a little weekend fix. Of course, spend time with your family and all that stuff, of course. But I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, hold on. I saw it TLT. If Biden starts taking major precautions for the pandemic again, buy TLT for a hedge. Other than that, don't touch it. Yeah, exactly. It's not supposed to move. It should go down in times of economic recovery. But if rates start to go down, like with what we're seeing, and they continue to go down, that's a TLT play. But if the Fed raises rates, I'd have to see what would happen. There's another one of those that is just the inverse of this.
If the Fed raises rates, I feel like that could cause a collapse.
So there's the rate raise and then the repo settling down, which honestly, if they back off the repos, the rate raise might be what they do.
Okay. Interesting. I'm still looking at these TLT options right now.
Yeah, I'm not touching them yet because it's like if you get them every single month, eventually you'll hit one. But
no, I can't do them. I'm not gonna every single month. No.
Turtle, I agree with you, except for the fact. So Turtle says no dates, no box office numbers. What is the rock on which we stake this all on top of? Simply shorts having to cover. Yes. But at the same time, if we get good fundamental news that pushes the share price up, that helps us. So fundamental news coming out that's good for AMC we'll always accept that.
There you go.
The only AMC YouTubers warned about volatility and stay calm consistently was Wrench and Claybro. Interesting. I mean, I feel like we've done that as well. We all know that the volatility is going to go absolutely nuts.
Yep. Although I haven't watched much of Claybro, so I mean, if he was on that, then shout out to him.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I'm still trying to get him on here.
Yeah, we have to locate that guy.
Yeah.
Claybro, where you at?
Oh yeah. Also, where are you guys from again? We want to see where you guys are from.
Oh, now we want to see where they're from.
Oh no, I'm just saying
we're
getting data.
I know you're in. I already know you're in. I know you're in.
If we do it the way that we want to, I'm in.
Oh, baby. All right, cool. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Idaho, Illinois. No correct answers so far. Have you interviewed Wrench already? TMI, you should do that for a shareholder Sunday if you would do it.
Yeah, I need to get that guy on. You're right. I should probably send him an email. That's a good
Kansas
idea. I
City,
might bring that back this week.
the interviews.
See. Yeah. We should definitely do that. So I was gonna meet up with not meet up, but get in contact with Review Dork. But if I can get Raunch and Review Dork, then I guess everything else will kind of set itself up.
Review Dork would be fun.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I feel like he likes to have people on his channel though. I haven't seen him on other people's channel.
Interesting. Yeah, I told him, I like commented under one of his things. I was like, I'd love to have you on sometime, and I think he said he'd be down. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, the chats are going nuts right now.
My mother, Gilbert Griffin. Shout out to you living with your mother.
I mean, that's technically where you're from,
Oh, that's what the question was.
but
Right.
that's actually
Okay.
not where you're from. If you've ever
Yep.
seen Blue Mountain State, that's not where you're from.
Nope. Oh, wow. I thought, ooh, interesting.
Have
Blue
you
Mountain
seen that?
State. Oh, I'm an investor in Blue Mountain State.
How?
They came out with a movie.
Oh,
Blue Mountain State's. Did you see the movie afterwards?
I said the movie. I mean,
Oh,
I
did
saw
you?
I saw the movie.
Okay. Because the TV show was great, and then they had a movie afterwards that was kind of like, I think it was just like one last ditch effort to give us like some content, like as fans.
Yep.
But the show was hilarious.
Oh, the show's great. I love that show. We used to watch that during football preseason.
Got to.
The Rise of Thad.
From the first episode.
The
And he was
Ozarks
talking.
of Arkansas is where you live. See, I'd be a little bit worried about going to the Ozarks just because of the TV show.
Bro, that shit would scare me.
Let's see. Ontario. I saw a couple Connecticut's. That's pretty cool.
Close to home.
Very close.
Yorba Linda, California.
Lake Life.
Lake Life, do it. Oh, Lake Life is in like the Ozarks.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the Ozarks in the summertime would probably be a fun time. It's just like cottage country.
Yeah. Or like just like everybody on like a lake.
Exactly.
That would be fun.
Exactly. Oh, the Ape Cottage? Come on now.
Ape Airbnb.
Come on now.
Ape Hotel.
Oh, there's going to be freaking so much trouble. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a negative influence.
Jeez.
Vegas. Nice, guys. LA. I've always wanted to go to LA. Mike V, you're saying random places.
This guy's saying he's all over. Sag Harbor. Megan set? What the hell is that Megan set?
I don't know. It sounds like it would be in Massachusetts.
The D. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, you meant Detroit?
Maybe.
I don't know if he meant Detroit. I just don't know if he meant Detroit.
Why did you use my rabies? Where are you from, Vix? I'm from Connecticut.
Big Hunter said my mother. LA is dirty. That's not me saying that. I'm just reading off of what you guys are saying.
Yeah, but you read Kenny G's personal fluffer message. Like, you know it's going to be reckless.
Yeah, no, that was going to be tough. That was going to be tough. These nuts.
Oh, Ape barbecue would be fun. I know we have some good cooks.
Yeah, we got to have some chefs. Like, come on, guys. Who? If you're a chef, let's go. Let us know where
Thought we
you're
were
at.
guessing where TMI's bunker is.
In your backyard. Do. Born in Korea, now in Oregon.
Where's Connecticut? It's in Connecticut. Yeah,
I need to go to the West
Connecticut does
Coast.
suck. It's
I need to go
terrible.
to California. I need to go to LA.
Yeah, that's where I want to go at some point.
I might take a road trip. I might do that and then go to LA afterwards.
Yeah. I'm still going to Miami.
Like after the squeeze, you mean?
Yeah, probably. Oh, and Vegas. Like I'll go to all of like the Ape Fest, Ape Con,
Okay. So
and then Miami.
I'm thinking.
For sure.
I'm thinking like a solid 2-week road trip. We're just gonna tear it up.
Oh yeah.
Like we just go to Vegas, Go to Miami, not in that order. What's the thing? Go to Vegas. We're gonna need probably 3 days in Vegas, nothing more, nothing less. Like a solid in and out. We're gonna need like some water afterwards. Oh, Hawaii. I did say I was gonna go to Hawaii. Oh, shoot.
Ooh, this is a good question. I have a question I saw on another video that the Ortex report for GME was up 9.5% and a total of reported short interest at 9.75%. Does that mean they covered? No, it's 9. Say it was like 9% was the previous short interest. Then that short interest went up an additional 9%. So it's not like they just said like the short interest number went up that
It's
percent.
9% of the 9%.
Right.
Because that great question. Just lucky that it happened to be the same number.
Yeah. Oh, Casey, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate all the super chat, and you guys are crushing it with the likes today. Thank you guys so much. Casey, how can I send one of you a private message? Just shoot us a DM on Twitter. Mine is short the VIX1 on Twitter, and TMI is masked_investor.
And if it's anything dirty, just send it to Short the Vix and he'll let me know what it is.
No, send it to TMI.
I like to filter it that way. Hey dudes, I'm in a wheelchair, so any place needs to be accessible. Big Hunter, if you're not playing, if you're dead serious, then I will 100% make sure that any place we go is 100% accessible. If not, we'll be buddies. And I'll be fucking pushing and pulling.
Dude,
Down
it is
for
like
that.
really raining here.
Can't hear it. Solid insulation. Solid insulation.
I definitely hear it. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Come to Wilmington, North Carolina. Great beaches. I live on Figure 8 Island. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've been to North Carolina once or no, the other one was South Carolina. Thank you so much for the super chats, though, guys.
STV, I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Maybe we do a road trip.
Like when?
Like before you go back to school.
I'd be down.
And just go and we just visit everyone. Like we're gonna have to still make sure we kind of figure things out to make sure we can still get up videos because that's gonna basically like have to cover the trip, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Even if it's not like a month, it can just be like 2 weeks. I don't know how far we can go and come back, right? But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to do it quick, we would just fly.
Oh, I'm down to fly. I'm definitely down to fly. TMI, I'm 100% in the wheelchair. Big Hunter, we'll figure that shit out, buddy. We'll figure that shit out. No apes get left behind.
Do you guys know Andrew Mo Money? Caesar says. I've talked to him, I think one time. We were gonna try to figure out some sort of collaboration, and then I haven't heard from him in a while. But
tell Andrew Mo Money he sucks at answering his messages on Twitter, and tell him I said that so he answers my message on Twitter. He responded back to me. I sent him a message for that fundraiser for the doc, and then he responds back the next week like, "Yeah, send me the link when you're ready." I'm like, "Bro, it was a week ago." Like, you must. I know he's very busy. He's got fucking 100,000 followers and all that stuff. But I was just like, this is a week later. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so, he told me, he was like, I'm bad at responding to like Twitter DMs. He was like, just shoot me an email. And then I don't think I've seen one, but I'm also really terrible at emails. So
it's just a mixed match with. We'll figure it out. If I get in contact with him, I'll just loop us into one conversation. So even if we have 2 different interviews, we can do 3. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I'm just gonna write down. I'm just gonna keep writing down notes.
Ape Airlines.
Ape Airlines.
Oh, we could go visit Randall.
I don't know. He's gonna be with his doctor all the time. Checking his doctors. You know what? According to him, this is not speculation. This is, fact checked.
Yeah. Didn't go to culinary school, but I've been cooking ever since my parents started leaving me at home alone. Now I'm 24 and cook most of my meals. Nice. I got to the point last year in school where I literally did not have time to like cook. So I was eating out way too much. It was bad. I was living off of like Monster Energy and Moe's. It was terrible. And I couldn't work out because I was just busy.
No 30s tomorrow, 50s. I think we bounce. I do think we bounce. I don't think we keep dropping. But I would like to note, if you do look at the chart and you go back to that fateful day in around June 10th, we did see a dip, but then we also saw a second drop right before we ripped. Please keep that in mind, guys. Please keep that in mind.
Boop.
Yeah, see that dip right there?
Which one?
Like right on your left? Yeah, right there. Move to the right. Move your mouse to the right a little bit. To the other dip. Yeah, right there. So we
Yeah.
had the dip, and then we had almost like another attempt to drop, just a bit to the right. So it's like if we do see another dip tomorrow in the after a green pre-market, we could see a dip as soon as the market opens. I think we'll test the bottom out again, and if we can hold the line, we'll freaking fly from there. Fixed technical question. When we broke out of our recent bull pennant, does a lower line adjust to the new? Oh, I know what you mean.
That's your wheelhouse right there.
Yeah, so it really depends on. Okay, so this is the thing about technical analysis, right? It's whoever is doing the technical analysis, it will change based on whoever's doing it. Like I've seen people change the line several times. To me, it's just my personal opinion, the pennant has been broken. It has been broken, and that to me is a okay. This is gonna get a bit deeper than expected. So you have the pennant, right? And then when you have a breakout from the pennant, that's usually a buy or sell signal. And it's a strong buy or sell signal the longer it gets, longer it consolidates, right? So when you have that long consolidation and then it breaks upwards, normally that's a huge buy sign. Like internationally known, jump on that stock is going to fly, especially with this much volume, this much attention, this much media coverage, this many retail investors who are holding the line and it's staying up at this level. Great sign to buy because you can leverage your risk and reward because you know if it drops, it's only going to drop back down to the 50s. And that's like an amazing risk versus reward opportunity for day traders. They know they can't like their loss is limited because all the apes are holding the line, right? So that's an amazing part that doesn't happen with stocks very often. That being said, that is why it is like it's so key for them to make it seem like it is breaking south, like it's going the exact opposite direction. So to me, this is a break. It is a manipulated break of the pennant. I will not be adjusting my pennant. I will just consistently show that it's been broken south. But you can adjust the pennant consistently, but then to me, it's just like if you keep adjusting the pennant to make everything fit inside, it doesn't matter what happens. You're gonna try to make it look good, right? The chart does look bad, and it's okay to say that because I just think it's manipulated. It's not real. Inflow versus outflow. That's another reason why you look at it to see, okay, are people buying this stock? Yes. Are we going up? No. What the hell's going on? What the answer is? I don't know.
It depends.
Exactly. Depends on who you ask.
Trey Rob, thank you for the super chat, man. What metric will tell us shorts covered? I'm looking at hedge fund bankruptcies and market-wide sell-off. Those are the two things that I'm looking for. I'm also going to look at Ortex, but I'm not putting too much weight on it because of what we saw in January and what I showed you guys earlier tonight on how it looked like GameStop short interest plummeted, even though after the DTCC chairman basically said, yeah, nobody really covered.
Yeah, I'm looking for over $1 billion in volume, in daily volume. If I see over $1 billion in daily volume, then I'll know shit's starting to go south. That will be the beginning of when I start to look for everything else. Like until then, until I start seeing the volume increase to those levels, nothing else really matters. If I see a market sell off and the volume's still very low, then that doesn't mean that they've covered yet. If I see like an uptick to 500 million in a day, 600 million in a day, then $1 billion in a day, and then all these things that Vix is talking about starts to happen, then I'll start rubbing my hands together and thinking, okay, game time, baby. Game time, baby. Let's see. Wants to MOAS. I don't know what that means.
No, it says wants MOAS too.
Is that his kid? I mean, maybe that's his kid that he's pointing at. That's pretty dope.
No.
Oh man, the stories out there of all these people that are. Oh, interesting. Very well put. Very well put.
Havana,
that.
thank you for the super chat. Thanks for a great detailed answer. Thank you to all of you guys for the super chats, man. You guys don't have to do that, and it really means a lot. Vix, how did you meet TMI?
Ass.
I
So actually, oh, sorry. You want to go ahead and take this? Go ahead.
yeah, in
He
the
dated my ex.
yeah that and when
What's that called again from Blue Mountain State?
Eskimo Brothers, I think.
Eskimo Brothers.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I was like, so no, what actually happened was he was doing the shareholder Sunday with Trey and Matt, and I was just talking in the live chat. And then he was like, oh, let's do a shareholder Sunday. And then we did, and now here we are.
Organic.
Yeah.
Organic. Why is there a larger push for apes to purchase tickets and gift cards as a major earnings catalyst?
What was the question?
Why is there a larger push for apes to purchase tickets / gift cards as a major earnings catalyst? A spark can go a long way.
I mean, people want if you can like increase their revenue, like it's gonna help. But
yeah, it's also one of those things where, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't want to say anything negative.
Yeah,
it's for the better of everybody.
Right. Kenny G's personal fluffer is back.
Back at it again with the fluffing.
Just here for the Moas, so I can finally get Moas. Thank you for the super chat, Kenny G's fluffer.
What you do with your money is what you do with your money.
That's
I guess I'll be seeing you in Vegas.
Ooh, we have Citadel in here, super chatting. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Are you synthetically super chatting the chat right now?
I guess so. Beware of the short squeeze. Sup, apes? Thoughts on Roaring Kitty going silent on Twitter lately? And is this the dip before the rip? He goes silent a lot, doesn't he?
He's got millions of dollars now. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, okay? He could be on an island somewhere with Moas, okay? He's having himself a good old time. Now he does care. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I wouldn't read too much into it.
Yeah.
How much money did he make off his trades? 5 million?
I think his high was 53 million or something.
53 million. Oh, all in. All in. Yeah. I was talking about one trade, like his probably the most profitable trade, but all in 50 million. Sorry, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he has to worry about too much right now.
No, that actually might be the best trade of all time.
Yeah, it could be. Well, just wait for it. I got some in my sleeve. We'll see if
you
we
got
test
some
that.
You got some options?
Well, not yet. I'm waiting for that right time.
Yeah, that's smart.
Then, ooh.
Is this the dip before the rip? It could be. It really could be. But who knows?
He's ripping and dipping. Oh, whoa! I almost said that out loud. Yep.
Oh, caught yourself there, huh?
Got him. That was good.
Any thoughts on Wall Street bets not pushing AMC and GameStop like they used to, almost like they got paid from Citadel? Didn't we already, like, they infiltrated Wall Street bets pretty early, like right after January? It was like Wall Street bets compromised.
Yep. It's almost sad. It's almost sad how they got compromised like that.
It was sad because like Wall Street bets went from like 1 million people to like, I don't know, I think I saw it at like 9 million or something. I was like, there's just people in here that are just in it for this. And like Wall Street bets was like fun in the beginning. And then there was too many people in there.
Oh yeah. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
And
it came to the point where it's like they think they think that was weird. Oh, that's good. They think that Reddit was the only spot where people were. Like they're just so oblivious. They tried so hard to shut down Reddit. Meanwhile, we're on YouTube talking about it. Like, hey, is Reddit compromised? I don't know. I don't check it. Do you check it? No, I don't check it. It's like, yeah, we moved on, but they can shut down if they want to.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody on Reddit. I'm not saying that that's not relevant anymore, but you know, the original hub has been compromised. You know, on to the next one. On to the next one.
Ooh, TMI. We got a I got something for you after we cut off the stream.
Oh shit! Is that more information on the thing?
No. I haven't gotten that.
Okay.
But no, this is something interesting though that could be very useful.
Let's do it. Okay,
Oh
I'm just
my
gonna write that
God.
down.
What's up?
I'm writing down all the show notes.
Yeah. Marriage is like skydiving with a 50-50 chance of survival in this time. I mean, gotta do what you gotta do. Wait.
That's it. That is it.
What? I swear to God. Chris, I'll take a look at that later, man. Thank you. Trey's Subway crumbs? No. Devin? No.
A kit? What do you think
Devin,
this is?
what do you think?
You think this is OnlyFans?
Yeah. Come on now.
Plus, I'm wearing a mask, so that isn't. Then
I
again,
mean,
I'm sure there's been an uptick in mask content since the beginning of the pandemic. I'm just gonna leave that there.
that's true.
I'm sure there is.
YouTubers probably like, oh, awesome. This guy's wearing a mask. We're gonna promote him so we can see. So he could be an example.
Yeah, exactly. Then everyone's like, okay, take the mask off, and I'm like, yeah, no. Like, it stays. It was on before, and it'll be on after. So is Team I gonna have a video tonight? I made a quick one, and I didn't. The reason why I made a quick one was because there wasn't too much information to cover today. I feel like the vast majority of things that I said, I did say in the live stream. I might clip one of them, but I'm not gonna make a net new video. I almost said Rogue. STV did a great job covering updates in the market, but there isn't too much for me outside of saying things that'd be reassuring to cover. So I don't think I'm gonna make a net new video tonight, but you never know. It's still early.
Hey, this man's got 2 live streams a day and videos. You're gonna get what you get.
That's it. And now we're jumping on Twitch. So I need to figure out how to.
Are you using Restream or OBS?
No, use the Twitch app. Like I basically did this on Twitch. You download the Twitch app and then you sign up for your Twitch account and you basically do it on your computer. It's good to go.
Interesting. Yeah, but how are you like streaming though?
It's an app. Like you literally on your Mac.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's like it has an app specifically for setting up your stream.
Gotcha.
It's pretty nice.
Oh, this is a good question. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Opio. Which would you rather name your kid? FUD, Citadel, or Moas?
Come on, that's an easy one. FUD.
What? I was gonna say Moas.
You can't name your kid. No, Moas is how you got your kid there.
Yes,
no,
you can.
Moas is what resulted in you having a kid.
Exactly.
Once you had your kid, you felt FUD.
Yeah, Casey, I saw that. We're gonna talk about that after. Thank you so much for that super chat. We're gonna definitely talk about that. Thank you. But yeah, you can't wear.
Oh, I didn't see that yet. I'll check that out, Casey. Sorry about that. I am definitely gonna be getting myself an upgraded mask. I'm gonna be getting something stupid. Like I might get a mask that I put on just for the intro and then take it off for the actual video. Like switch it up, like evolve it somehow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I might have a mask where I press a button and the color changes.
Ah, that would be cool. Yeah, just call him Mo.
Who's Mo?
My hypothetical kid, Moas.
Mo, what's Mo show for? Mo ass. It's like your parents didn't like you, did they? No, they didn't. Okay, sorry. I got a message from Casey, I think. Who is it?
Oh God, yeah, Casey. Oh my God, I don't even know if we can do that one.
Whoa, hey, that's on you, buddy. I'm just gonna keep looking at these.
I don't know. They paid for it, so I kind of have to.
Gotta do what you gotta do, buddy.
All right, fine. In order to gamma squeeze, you need to take a fat blast of Moaz to the face from Charles Payne, yes or no? TMI?
No, this is your channel, buddy. I'm just gonna leave
I'm going
it
to say
all
no
to you.
because you said gamma squeeze, not
That's a
short squeeze.
crazy question to be asked. Who was? I can't see anymore. Who asked that question?
Devin.
Devin, you are wilding out here. You could have said like Melissa Lee or somebody, but going straight to that. I mean, come on.
Yeah. FUD
Come
stands for
on.
Fudrick.
Oh, great community though. All love, all love. Let me see. Fudrick, Fudrick, that's a real name. That's a real name.
Yeah, Mudrick.
Sounds like, let me see here.
Yeah, let me know when you find that message. That's what I wanted to talk about after.
Who sent the message? Who was it?
It was, let me pull it back up again.
Just make sure it's the right
I think
person.
it was Casey.
Okay.
TMI, saw your video. You lit that dude up. Fake Pulitzer?
Oh, buddy. That guy had what he had coming. Like, the audacity of somebody to be known as a shill, to continue to shill when it's like you're the epitome of what we're fighting against. We're fighting against, we're trying to get a transparent market. Less bullshit. And that's exactly what you put in your resume to apply to all these jobs. Was a bunch of bullshit to get ahead. And yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
I take what you say with a grain of salt, with like a shovel of salt, with like a bucket of salt.
See, I thought my response was funny, and then your video came out, and I was like,
your response was hilarious.
Got it.
I was dying laughing. But then someone sent me that, and I was just like, you know what? This guy deserves to get.
He's gonna get it.
He deserves to get a little something, something. Bada bing, bada boom.
Why does he hate AMC so much? Probably because he's shorting it.
Oh, he's definitely short. He's definitely short on AMC right now.
STV and TMI, serious question, boys. What was the short interest percent for GameStop when it jumped in late January? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it 19%? If that's the case, then we're close, right? I'll pull it back up. I think it was like 100 something.
When was this? Who was this? What was this? Sorry.
Hold on, I'll pull it back up.
What was the short interest? GME.
Oh, what was the short interest?
It was ridiculous. I think it's over. I think 140% maybe.
Yeah, I'll pull it back up. I had it up earlier, but. All right, let's see what it was. Oh, that's weird. All right.
The SEC. Oh wow. So the SEC
124.
The SEC Investor Ed.
Who's that?
U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission of Office of Investor Education and Advocacy. They tweeted out today at 10:20 a.m. When does the SEC suspend trading in a stock? I wonder if we'll see some halts very soon.
They would suspend trading in a stock. This is what I've heard. If the company is engaged in like an act of fraud.
Let's see.
Which they aren't. Like, they're being defrauded.
A lack of current, accurate, or adequate information about a company. For example, when a company is not current in its filing periodic reports. Questions about the accuracy. Yeah, okay. That is basically what you just said. Why couldn't the SEC forewarn investors that it's about to suspend trading? It cannot announce it's working on a suspension. What happens when suspension ends? Okay, yeah.
Where is that? Is that a tweet?
It's they put a link into the information underneath their tweet.
Gotcha.
Wire just sent that one.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so what Ortex is showing for the short interest for GameStop on January 11th was 124% of the free float. And then in the days after, on the 15th, it was 116, and then it dropped. So like it.
Casey, what the fuck? Oh, wow. We're still on live? Are we still recording? You guys hear that?
We are.
Yeah. All right. Forget that. Just act like I didn't say that. You got to check your message. After the finish what you're saying now, and then.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool?
Holy shit.
One must invest in one. Hold on. One must invest in one good time. Bluffing is a thing. Interesting. Can the SEC suspend a market maker from trading? I mean, they're like a middleman. They're a facilitator, so I don't think they would
Yeah,
cut off a market maker.
I don't think the SEC is gonna do shit. They haven't done shit since the beginning of time. Like they're just bystanders in all this. They will potentially list an investigation when this is all done. Think about them like a delayed indicator. Okay, like
Yeah.
that's what the SEC is.
Yeah. Questions about trading this?
Wait, man. Oh no. Sorry, that was a positive. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
that
very
was not a
positive one.
negative. Yeah, that was not negative at all. It could have been taken that way, but yeah, nope. All good.
Hey, you'll get my one big secret tomorrow when we do the live stream about my dark pool thing. So I don't want to hear the secrecy stuff anymore. There was a reason for it. Once I say it, like you're gonna be like, "Oh, I get it." People will misinterpret that. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
I'm 7 months in myself. There you go. SCB and TMI. If the short percent was over 124%, then explain how we feel AMC is going to squeeze if we are nowhere near the percent that GME was at, trying to understand from two of the best. So there's a couple of things. TMI, do you want to take it or you want me to just hammer it out?
Sorry, do it again.
It's if the short percent on GameStop was 124%, then explain how we feel AMC is going to squeeze if we're nowhere near the percent GameStop was at.
Oh, okay. So we're basically judging this off of the reported short interest. So it's slightly different. Like I personally think the short percentage of the stock is roughly around 300%. I think it's in that territory. Like if you look at what the margin requirements are to naked short the stock within your brokers, to short the stock within your brokers, like the margin requirements are so high. And it's like, yes, they could still lax the percentage to, credit investors more so than retail investors because they think that they're more knowledgeable, they have more liquidity, they have more financing, they have more options to acquire cash. That's great. But if for retail investors it's 800%, there's no way that for credit investors it's going to be 19%. Like the two don't quite correlate. If it's 800%, maybe it's 80% for credit investors, or maybe if it's 200% for credit investors, right? So that's just my POV on it. It's just the registered, what we can see is one thing. That's part of it, right? They changed it because when we were able to see that it was 140%, look what happened. So now they're just not reporting it, so we can't see it, because if we see that again, we know it's game over.
When Volkswagen squeezed, the short interest was like 12%.
There you go.
Just to put that into perspective.
There you go. And that's why you have things. This is why I said that I like Ortex, even though yesterday in the video I was saying I liked Ortex. They did fuck up, and it was a big fuck up, and they should, they deserve whatever, comes to them. But I do think people should, give them a shot, because they do things to kind of help out the ape cause, to help keep people convicted. Things like they can only report on things that they can actually pull factual information from. So that's like their dashboard. But what can they do on top of that? They can tweet out about specific stocks and kind of focus our attention on, certain information that they find is relevant towards what we're looking for. That's one. The second thing is they had a page with, the stocks that are most likely to squeeze. And AMC was one of them. And at the time that AMC was one of them, or one of the most likely to squeeze, the stats that they had in their dashboard didn't match up with the most likely to squeeze stock. So they just put it there based on what they were perceiving to be the information that they couldn't actually pull. So I think Ortex is on the side of the apes. They just really fucked up yesterday.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and then I'll be right back. You good? Holding it down?
I can do it. Yeah. I just, cool. Just FYI, guys, I can't see the chat, so if they go too quickly, I'm gonna lose them. All right, here we go. One more time, please. I'm an actual idiot. Okay, so one more time for what part though? Taylor Ennen. Just let me. I'll watch the chat. Just let me know what you want me to kind of go back through. Is 300% speculation though? There's literally nothing proving that. Again, there was actual proof for GME. There's no proof for AMC near 300% again. Yeah, I think they're just hiding the information now, because when they had the information right there in the public, GME blew up, and it was easy for us to say, hey, look at that over there. That says it's 140%. Everyone fucking buy the stock, and then everyone just went there. Now we don't have that information, so it's all a bunch of speculation, which makes it more difficult for new investors to jump in, which is, part of the game plan. TMI, you're welcome to sleep on my couch anytime, brother. Big Hunter, now that you said that, be careful. Be careful. I'm frugal. I don't like spending money on hotels out here, so you never know. You never know. Let's see here. VW merged with Porsche. Short was 1200%. What? I'll check that out. Is this the first hatless stream? No, stream. No, I think I streamed earlier without a hat. I think I did the bandana before, but that might have been a premiere. I don't know if it was a stream. This could be the first hatless stream. I have a suggestion. David C., hit me with your suggestion. So apparently, Automedic says the VW merged with Porsche. Short was 1200% when squoze. So maybe, yeah. Well, I'll check that out. David C. Yeah. Send it to the email. Is Casey still in here somewhere?
I don't think so. I don't know where. We'll definitely message him though. We should make a group chat. That would be sick.
Yeah.
I think the volume that we saw in January was like 1.2 billion. Let me look. 1.2 billion before it got cut.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
Oh, Devin, thank you for the super chat. AMC and GameStop could have squozed to infinity. We don't know what 140% short interest ceiling would have been as they pulled the buy plug. It wasn't a full squeeze. It most likely wasn't even like a real squeeze.
It wasn't. Yeah, they didn't cover.
Like, it was just a gamma FOMO rally. Like, the amount of people that were talking about GameStop and investing in it was insane. TMI, I think you know those specific, like, the roundabout numbers of how many people owned it, right?
So yeah, well, just in the States. So in around the world, I want to say it's at least 25% more. So over 28% of Americans bought AMC and or GME during that first blip, which is over 100 million people. Like literally 100 million people wanted to buy GameStop or AMC. With that level of like, this is okay. So this is what frustrates me to all hell, right? There's no way that the charges, whenever they come down against all the brokers that cut off buying, will ever be equal to how much money they robbed people for. You know what I mean? Like, the stock was north of $480 after buying was already turned off. People couldn't even buy anymore. Like, the stock price was already that high and people couldn't even buy. Like, it's mind-blowing to think what could have happened if that illegal act, which is one of the biggest illegal acts, I don't care if it's white collar, blue collar, like, that was just robbing millions. 25% of the population of the United States got robbed on one day. How is this not bigger news? Even still, it's like, how is this not bigger news? Anyways, that's more of a personal thing, but it's just like, okay, let's take that in for a second. You have a stock that could have potentially been $1,000 in the first 15 minutes of the day. 1,000 in the first 15 minutes of the day. That's how fast it was going up. It could have got there faster. I'm just being conservative with saying 15 minutes. But it was moving at a speed in the pre-market that it hit over $500 in pre-market. There's no way we would have known what would have happened. What if they had to start covering at $1,000? that thing would have been $10,000 the next day. Like it would have been stupid. And now we're looking at things saying, well, 100,000 is astronomical. Like the stupid thing is not the people that are saying 100,000, it's the people that continue to short the stock, which actually put 100,000 on the map. That gives it an opportunity for it to actually have a percentage of a chance to actually get there. That's the idiotic part. Not those who think 100,000 is possible. We would have seen, in my opinion, 25,000 the first time. Like no questions asked. It would have been going thousands of dollars per day, up and down. It would have been going nuts, right? Anyways, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. There's people saying talk about emotional. It's not me. Well, like I can't get emotional about it. But if you ever touched an AMC or GME stock in that time, and 25% of Americans did, I'm not even talking about people that are around the world, that's life-changing money. $10, $15, $20,000 per every share you owned, that's your medical bills, that's your school bills, that's your girlfriends, boyfriends, health bills. Like you're paying off everything with just 5-6 shares. All those people that just bought a few shares and said, you know what, fuck it, I'll just buy a few shares and leave it, their life has changed. House down payment, done. All your debt, wiped out. School bills, done. Like that. They took it away, and then we'll never know, right? So this time, we're not touching. That's why when people say, "Oh, it's a red day," I'm like I'm thinking about January. I'm thinking about February. Thinking about what was missed out on, and I'm like, I'm only buying. I'm pressing that buy button as often as I can, because when they take that shit away, you're gonna miss it.
Yep.
You're gonna miss it.
And then people also ask, like, what if they take away the sell button? If they did that, that's literally them it's almost them protecting us from paper handing. Because if you take away the sell button, there's less like supply of shares that they have to like actually cover. And if they're like prime brokers are saying, hey, we need the shares right now, we're doing a 4-share recall, you need the shares, and they can't get them, the price just goes up for the smaller batch of shares.
Yeah. I'll make a video like that later on. I don't like talking about that too much, because it kind of just a little bit pisses me off and puts me in a bad mood, because this is okay. Get into psychology a little bit.
Yeah.
If someone were to walk up to you, punch you in the face, and take your money, you could potentially be more frustrated with the $50 cash you just lost and a black eye than you would have felt towards someone that just took $100,000 away from you. Just because the perception is different. We don't look at it the same way, just because of the way humans are, right? But if you take a second and think about what actually happened, they walked around just with a few buttons, a few phone calls, and slapped 100 million people in the face and took $100,000 from each and every single one of them, and then acted like, oh, it was just because of a malfunction. Like, it's mind-blowing to the point where it's like the news should still be covering this shit. And then they're saying, well, Adam, you should not be listening to the apes. He should not be listening to 4 million people. Are you kidding me? That saves his company? Like, come on, guys. Come on.
Oh, Rogue's back in here.
There we go.
Oh, he's in the chat. He's not in the restream, though. Everybody drop some swords in the chat for Rogue.
Yeah, there you go.
I just had to Google what's a sell button.
I do love when people say that.
I know, me too. I think we're gonna start winding down the stream here too.
Do it up.
If I don't get enough sleep, I become a very volatile VIX.
we can't afford that. Actually, maybe we want that to happen.
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
Are you gonna change your name?
I should, but because my name now is just awful.
you should just change your name on social media to Long the VIX when we start to moas.
Yeah, that would be fun. I changed the logo for my Instagram to black in the background, and the bull is now white.
I saw that.
You can see it better.
Yeah, that's dope. That is dope.
Also, TMI and I also have Instagrams. TMI's is mass_investor. Mine is short the VIX 1. Same on Twitter. Make sure you guys go follow those, because that's where we're going to be putting out the podcast clips.
There you go. I might start posting on Instagram soon.
Yeah, I got to do that. I just don't have
And what do you post on Instagram if you're not posting? Like posting?
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
start
very
taking.
strange.
You should
We're
start
gonna have
taking
to
model
talk to
picks.
somebody about that.
Down with it. I'm down with it. Actually, you know what? Um, if you guys would like, actually, no, I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that. I was gonna say send me photos with a mask on. I'll just post like people's photos on the Instagram for now, but we'll figure that part out.
All right,
Call
guys.
Gasparino a little bitch.
I could
Short the
do that.
VIX.
I could
Ooh,
start some shit.
start some shit.
All right, guys. Thank you for everybody that came on. Thank you for all the likes, the super chats, hanging out late at night with me, Rogue for a while, and TMI for the second half. Thank you. Oh, Kenny G's Fluffer with a last minute super chat. Thank you so much. Here's another. I'm going to bed. TMI, I'll see you in the AM, my guy. Appreciate you guys and what you do. Keep up the good work. Rogue, miss you, bud. We miss you too, Rogue. Deuces. Thank you.
Take care, buddy. See you in the morning.
All right. Later, guys. Thanks for coming in.